Thanks for joining us this evening on TKO 8 Local News. The Harrison Fire Department were paged to a structure fire around 1:30 a.m. this morning for a house fire on West Bower Avenue. An off-duty police officer living nearby heard an explosion and saw the fire and called it in. The house looked to be vacant. Firefighters were on the scene for a better part of the morning. No injuries were reported, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation. 51-year-old Charles Bergman of Oakland has been arrested and charged with felony counts of aggravated assault on a family or household member, domestic battery, and terroristic threatening. The charges stem from an incident on June 29th when the Ormond County man is alleged to have violated a protection order, attempted to choke a woman, and threatened to kill her with a metal fork used to roast marshmallows. Investigators say that Bergman was observed running from a residence where a burglary had been reported. He stopped when instructed by the sheriff's deputy and was arrested without incident. Officers learned the argument between the pair had started the previous day, leading to the alleged choking and the bruising and red marks on the right side of the woman's throat. Bergman's bond was set at $10,000, and as of news time, he remains in the Marion County Jail. Well, if you live within the city limits of Harrison, you may be approached by people asking for your signature on a petition over the next few weeks as they are getting ready to file to run for the office in the fall. Filing for municipal offices in Arkansas technically begins Friday, July 27th, but those candidates have to have their work to do. Municipal candidates run as independents, so they must collect signatures on nominating petitions. Monday was the first day candidates can pick up the packets containing the rules and blank petitions from the Boone County Clerk's office. Aldermen are elected every 2 years, but mayors are elected every 4 years. In Harrison, the city clerk, city attorney are also being elected this year. Candidates running for city offices in Harrison must collect 30 valid signatures of qualified voters to be added to the November ballot. A prospective candidate can collect signatures all the way through noon on Friday, August 17th. And 3 people from Harrison have received appointments from Governor Asa Hutchinson. Circuit Judge Gordon Webb has been reappointed to the Arkansas Sentencing Commission, and the appointment expires May 15th of 2023. James Myatt was appointed to the Arkansas Rural Development Commission, with his appointment expiring December 31st of 2019. Dan Harness has been appointed to the Supervisory Board for the Arkansas Crime Information Center. Harness's appointment expires June the 30th of 2019. He replaces Donald Ragland of Marshall, who is completing an unexpired term in the Arkansas House created with the resignation of Representative David Branscombe. Branscombe received an appointment to serve as the State Director of the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Rural Development Agency. And a Harrison man will appear on one of the country's longest-running game shows. George Holcomb will be on a contest in tonight's edition of Jeopardy! Holcomb will be the second Arkansan to appear on Jeopardy! In nearly 2 weeks. Little Rock's attorney Andrew King competed in 2 shows before losing by $1 on an episode that aired June 27th. Holcomb is self-employed and also serves on Harrison's Task Force on Race Relations. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
On any given day here at Main Street Service Center, we might be working on a Ford like on the 4-post lift over my shoulder, or an Infiniti that's back on the back bay, or a Toyota, or a BMW, or right here a Hyundai. You just never know what's going to come into the shop and what their needs might be. But you can rest assured that at Main Street Service Center, whatever you're driving, we can take care of it for you, whether it's oil and filter changes all the way up to engine and transmission replacements. And get this, we've been in business for 29 years and there's still things that we can't do, and we're not too proud to say it. So if you bring us something and it's over our head or out of our capabilities of expertise or tools, we're not too proud to say it, because we want your vehicle fixed correctly, right, and the first time.
Hi, this is Dr. Ross Halstead, and I am a pioneer. I chose North Ark first because it was important to me to be close to home. I received a high-quality education at an affordable price and was given excellent preparation for the future from a knowledgeable staff. I would recommend anyone who is considering attending college choose North Ark first.
Enroll now for fall classes. Classes start August 20th. For quality, value, and convenience, think North Ark first. We're your college.
A 20-year-old man, one of 4 people charged in the 2015 shooting deaths of an Arkansas couple, has pled guilty to the crime and was sentenced to 25 years in prison. Hunter Drexler of Clinton, Arkansas, has pled guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder and other charges. Drexler was 17 when Robert and Patricia Cogdale were killed. He's one of 4 people charged in the deaths of the Conway couple and the last to enter a guilty plea. The other 3 are currently incarcerated. They are Justin Staton, Connor Ashley, and Antasia Roberts. The Cogdales were Station's legal guardian and raised him as a grandson. Investigators have said that the theft of money was a motive in the deaths. A judge has ruled a northwestern Arkansas man can now stand trial on charges he killed his mother. Circuit Judge Robin Green has ruled that 21-year-old Patrick Malone is fit to stand trial in capital murder charges. Court documents show that Benton County deputies found 44-year-old Crystal Malone dead last summer after Danny Malone called 911 saying his mentally ill son fatally shot his wife. During the investigation, Patrick Malone told deputies he shot his mother, saying she was evil. Defense attorneys say Malone's judgment is impaired, but thought and memory has disorders. Dr. Michael Simon evaluated Malone and says he has a learning disorder but can stand trial. A hearing is scheduled for July 30th. Well, Arkansas's Medical Marijuana Commission has now finally awarded licenses for 5 cultivation companies after an injunction against issuing the licenses was lifted. The injunction was lifted on Tuesday. It was issued in March by Pulaski County Circuit Judge Wendell Griffin. He ruled that the award process violated the state's 2016 constitutional amendment legalizing medical marijuana. The state Supreme Court reversed Griffin's decision last month, allowing the state to officially issue those licenses. The companies that were issued license are Natural State Medical's Cultivation, Bold Team LLC, Natural State Wellness Enterprises, Osage Creek Cultivation, and Delta Medical Cannabis Company. The commission can issue up to 8 licenses. And authorities say that a Little Rock police officer has been suspended with pay after being accused of aiming a BB gun at a suspect while on duty. Officer Evan Howell and other officers responded to a call June 16th about a man welding a BB gun in a T-Mobile store. Authorities say Howell took the gun from the suspect and pointed it at him to demonstrate the difficulty of telling a BB gun from a real firearm. The suspect told police he didn't know whether Howell had the BB gun when the officer pointed the weapon at him. The remaining officers then escorted Howell from the building. He has been relieved from duty while the department conducts an internal investigation. And former Presidents Bill Clinton and George W. Bush will join dozens of scholars who've been focusing on topics ranging from immigration to veterans issues. along with at the graduation ceremonies, which will be planned Thursday in Little Rock for the 59 Presidential Leadership Scholars. The event at the Clinton Presidential Center is not open to public, but will be streamed live at www.presidentialleadershipscholars.org. A statement from the ex-president says the Moody Foundation Conservation will be involved in the 2018 class scholars, including doctors, veterans, business leaders, lawyers, educators, and others from across the United States. The scholars for the past 6 months worked together to learn about leadership through the presidential experiences of Clinton and Bush, plus former Presidents George H.W. Bush and Lyndon B. Johnson. Before we take a look at the steamy weather forecast we're having to deal with, here's the way the stock market ended today.
Hi, this is Ashlyn Taylor of Valley Springs, and I'm proud to be a Lady Pioneer. I chose North Ark first because it's close to home and I like the small class sizes and helpful staff. I'm working on getting my general education classes completed so I can transfer to a university. I'm excited to be playing basketball at the college level while getting an excellent education at an affordable price.
Enroll now for fall classes. Classes start August 20th. For quality, value, and convenience, think North Ark first. We're your college.
On any given day here at Main Street Service Center, we might be working on a Ford like on the 4-post lift over my shoulder, or an Infiniti that's back on the back bay, or a Toyota, or a BMW, or right here a Hyundai. You just never know what's going to come into the shop and what their needs might be, but you can rest assured that at Main Street Service Center, whatever you're driving, we can take care of it for you, whether it's oil and filter changes all the way up to engine and transmission replacements. And get this, we've been in business for 29 years and there's still things that we can't do, and we're not too proud to say it. So if you bring us something and it's over our head or out of our capabilities of expertise or tools, we're not too proud to say it, because we want your vehicle fixed correctly, right, and the first time.
Even hotter today than yesterday, if you can believe it. 97 degrees, our actual temperature this afternoon. With the humidity, obviously the heat index was over 100. Boy, not much relief in sight. Just still possibilities of scattered showers and thunderstorms this time of the year as the humidity builds, basically late in the afternoon. For those of you that might live to the west of Harrison and to the northwest of Harrison, you might have got a few sprinkles out of that thunderstorm that popped up late in the evening around 7:30, 8 o'clock yesterday evening. They actually got a lot of rain for a short period of time up in the Ozark, Missouri area near Battlefield Mall, 1.5 to 2 inches in downpours that happened less than 30 minutes, I guess, in that time frame. It was a good rain, but unfortunately we didn't get any right here in the immediate Harrison area or in Boone County that I could hear of. Keep your fingers crossed. Maybe we'll get some rainfall sometime later in the week. Not tomorrow, though. Tomorrow's going to be another hot one. Thursday's temperatures, again, around 95 degrees under partly cloudy skies. On Friday, we do have, again, possibility of scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon, 94 degrees, 50% chance. Saturday, scattered thunderstorms in the forecast again. A hot day, 93 degrees, 60% chance, and likewise on Sunday, scattered thunderstorms, particularly in the afternoon, 93 degrees and 60% chance. On Monday, the rain is out of the forecast totally, partly cloudy, 95 degrees. It is extremely dry, and I know that if we continue this over another week or so, that the counties throughout the viewing area will all probably have to have burn bans going because it's that dry. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
Hi, this is Ashlyn Taylor of Valley Springs, and I'm proud to be a Lady Pioneer. I chose North Ark first because it's close to home and I like the small class sizes and helpful staff. I'm working on getting my general education classes completed so I can transfer to a university. I'm excited to be playing basketball at the college level while getting an excellent education at an affordable price.
Enroll now for fall classes. Classes start August 20th. For quality, value, and convenience, think North Ark First. We're your college.
Introducing the revolutionary Vet Gun, a fast and easy insecticide delivery system for controlling cattle parasites. Vet Gun is so quick and easy, you can shoot it while on foot, on horseback, or from the comfort of your ATV or vehicle. And you can treat up to 100 cattle in as little as 1 hour. The new Vet Gun delivery system provides minimal stress and maximum gain for both you and your cattle.
Get your Vet Gun system today at Quality Feed Grains in Harrison.
Summer is here, and Harness Boots and Shoes has some of the hottest brands and styles available at great prices. You'll find a huge selection of sandals by Chaco for men, women, and children in various styles and colors. Birkenstock footwear sets the standard for comfort, quality, and functionality and continues to be one of their most popular brands. New for the season is their Tony Lama casual shoes for men and boys and the all-new Ariat Cruiser Classic slip-on for women. Their selection of Twisted X continues to grow with the latest and new styles. Get in the swing of summer at Harness Boots and Shoes on the Square in Harrison.
Slumping outfielder Dexter Fowler hit his 4th career grand slam. All-star Miles Mikolas tossed 6 innings of 3-hit ball, and the St. Louis Cardinals routed the Chicago White Sox 14-2 yesterday afternoon. Colton Wong had 4 hits, including a 2-run homer and a double, as every St. Louis starter except catcher Yarder Milana got at least 1 hit in the ballgame. Alberto Masti had a 3-run homer and a career-high 4 RBIs, and the Kansas City Royals snapped a 10-game skid with their 9-4 victory over the Minnesota Twins yesterday. The Royals scored more than 5 runs for the first time since June 4th and improved to 26-65 overall, a mere 2 percentage points ahead of Baltimore to avoiding owning baseball's worst record. Not the record you want. And Kansas State reports it plans to increase its athletic department budget for the upcoming fiscal year after setting a record in donations this year. The university says the athletic department received cash payments of some $31 million in the last fiscal year. For the next fiscal year, the athletic department's budget will increase by $9 million to a total of $82 million. An Ohio man has admitted defrauding NFL players out of money meant for charities. 39-year-old Camaro Richardson of Maple Heights, Ohio, has pled guilty to mail fraud in federal court in Kansas City. Prosecutors say Richardson told players he could deliver Nike-branded merchandise to charitable events but he didn't deliver the goods. 5 players involved weren't identified in that major indictment. And former NBA player Kermit Washington has been sentenced to 6 years in federal prison for spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in charity donations, on vacations, shopping sprees, and plastic surgery for his girlfriend. The U.S. Attorney's Office says 66-year-old Las Vegas man also has been ordered to pay nearly $979,000 in restitution. Washington pled guilty in November in federal court in Kansas City, Missouri, to making a false statement in a tax return and aggravated identity theft. Washington played for several NBA teams in the 1970s and 1980s and is best known for throwing a punch that fractured Houston Rockets player Rudy Trokovich's face and left him unconscious during a 1977 ball game. Washington was playing for the Los Angeles Lakers at the time of the charges. And that wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events around the viewing area.